Summer is finally here, and so is a chance to take a break. But have you thought of how you can take a break and still manage to scale your fashion business? In this video, I've prepared 3 chill activities that you can do during the summer that will help you move your fashion business forward in a very easygoing way. Coming up! Bonjour fashion designers, and welcome to this new episode of the next iconic fashion brand. I'm Bakou Rambini, the founder of Fashion Cross Functional, in short Fashion FXF, and I help fashion designers like you with tips and strategies to grow your fashion business. I'm also the author of the Fashion Business Plan that gives you the foundations to build profitable fashion business and write your own fashion business plan in case you need to show one to your business partners or actually just for yourself. Maybe you're like me and you finally have a chance to take a break and spend time with your loved ones, and probably the least you want to hear about is business. But hear me out. I've handpicked 3 hot tips myself to help you stay on top of your game this summer. It's very chill, it won't require much effort, and it's totally doable, right? So follow me for tip number 1. So tip number 1 is perfect for those of you who want to learn while also being entertained. Catch up on the fashion movies and TV shows and learn. Fashion TV shows and movies are the best if you have some travel time on your hands. Especially the selection I have for you is super entertaining and packed with interesting lessons that you can implement later for your own fashion business. First is making the cut. If you're a Tim and Heidi Project Runway fan, I highly recommend you to check out Making the Cut. They're in their 3rd edition this year. It's a bit different from their previous venture, and it's very entertaining, but you can also learn a lot about the fashion business. How it works is that the show follows a group of emerging fashion designers as they compete for the chance to have their clothes sold on Amazon Fashion. Naturally, there's a lot of drama, but like in Project Runway, you'll also get to see the behind-the-scenes process of designing and manufacturing. And on top of that, the fact that they compete to make their look sellable enables to tie in with your own reality as a fashion designer. The designers have to defend their vision, their marketing and sales strategies, and also their business models in front of fashion professionals. And it gives you a very realistic idea of the business expectations behind and how to respond to it.
First question, what is your brand statement?
My brand statement is, I'm here to really explore creating a narrative-driven home shopping experience.
Home shopping.
Yeah.
Do you have like a target customer in mind?
Younger, but I would love to expand it to older, more sophisticated.
Are they ready for that?
I think a really stylish one is.
Right, totally.
Our brand is known for statement-making pieces with an emphasis on luxury jackets and outerwear.
What are your thoughts there on how you build brand loyalty and have repeat customers?
They already see me as a bridal brand, so allowing myself to kind of expand, they'll find other opportunities to be able to wear the brand.
It was nice to meet you. Thank you so much for the information.
So Making the Cut is the must, and you can watch it on Amazon Prime. By the way, I have a video right here that shows how emerging fashion brands use their brand DNA to thrive, so have a look here. Second movie to catch up on is House of Gucci. It tells the story of how the family-run business was passed down from generation to generation and how each new generation ended up diluting the brand. So they sold knockoff handbags, they licensed their name to products that were not in line with their high-end positioning. They overspent cash, so they did quite a few things wrong in the end.
Who is making this stuff? Who's allowing this to happen?
As far as fakes go, they're pretty good. I mean, I'd buy them.
Don't be such a cretin.
Don't call me a cretin, sweetie.
That's not what I said. I asked you not to be one. This is serious. And you're laughing it off.
At least it's my name on the mugs, not yours.
Our name, sweetie, on junk.
So I think it's a great example of what not to do with your brand DNA and with your money. Plus, Lady Gaga and Adam Driver are breathtaking in it. Third movie of this list, it's more of a documentary slash TV series to watch. It's Halston. Halston takes place during a legendary era, during Studio 54, and it's a must-watch for any emerging fashion designer. The documentary shows the rise and fall of one of America's first celebrity designers, and it's packed with lessons as well, especially for fashion designers who are scaling. You see, Halston had a very strong vision, which led to his iconic looks. However, he experienced the very common dilemma for growing fashion brands: your expansion jeopardizing the integrity of your brand DNA. Very classic. In this case as well, like for Gucci earlier, Halston licensed his name to a wide range of products, from fragrances to bed sheets, and it completely diluted the brand.
Me. Oh, excuse me, ma'am. That's a beautiful dress.
Thank you. It's a Halston.
You're terrible. I'm broke. In the last 5 minutes, we've passed 13 Model 704s for the Ultra Suede, and I can barely keep the lights on. We're out of all sizes. I can't keep up with demand. I must be a real artist because I'm a terrible businessman.
We're going to move on to tip number 2, and a very inspiring activity you can do on your vacation site. But before we do, if you're getting value out of this, hit the like button and tell me in the comments which fashion movie or TV show you think of watching this summer. Tip number 2, stay creative, observe, and make a mood board. Well, this is pretty straightforward, and you probably do it already. When you're on your vacation site, look at what's around you. Visit local fabric markets, local clothing stores, even local food markets, any market actually, any cultural event also. I know a designer who, for example, designed an entire collection out of photos of her visiting the South Korean spice markets, for example. So you can collect all those pictures and fabric swatches as well, and collect them in a swatch book, for example, make a mood board with your pictures on a secret Pinterest board, for example. And it's a very creative activity that you can use later on your future collections. Now, in a few seconds, I'm going to share about what you can do before leaving so that your fashion company continues working, even if you're on a full break. But before that, I wanted to pass on this question to you. What tool do you use to build your mood board? And if you've been getting value out of this video, press the like button below. Tip number 3 is set up your content in advance. I don't know if you already have a newsletter that you regularly send to your subscribers, but this is a powerful routine that you can implement in advance before you leave for vacation so that you can leave in peace. As an emerging fashion designer, you have to be strategic about when you take time off, and it's best to plan your content in advance so that you can take a real vacation without worrying about your business. So here are a few tips related to that. Announce your break ahead of time, both to your audience and to the people from your team. Post it on social media so that your followers know that you will be posting less in the next days. So also you can tell people in a newsletter. This way everyone knows what to expect and they can plan accordingly. Also, you can prepare content in advance. This could mean, for example, writing blog posts, or you can schedule social media content that will be posted regularly even if you're not there. And there are like a scheduling app like Later or a Buffer or Plan That as well. You have Planoly as well, that is really good. So plenty of scheduling apps that you can use to post and schedule your social media content. You can also write newsletters in advance. This is very powerful, and plan them. Any email and newsletter provider is able to help you schedule your newsletter in advance. You can also set up an autoresponder for your email so that people know that you're out of the office and when they can expect a response. By now, I've shared all sorts of ideas of things that you can do during your summer break to keep your fashion business growing while you rest. And if you want to make some time to work and prepare September, you can still watch this video where I share lots of insightful tips to get you well prepared to attend the September fashion events. It's in a few weeks, right? And actually, you can really still prepare for that, for the fashion trade shows and for the fashion shows, whether you exhibit or not. It's here, and there are lots of bonuses and checklists in there that will come in handy at the time of the event. So absolutely check it out. If you have questions, you can always connect with me on Instagram and DM me your questions. I love spending this time with you, fashion designers. Have a wonderful summer, and I'll see you next fall.